The drama surrounding Kevin Stefanski's quarterback decision has ignited a storm that refuses to die down. In a preseason matchup meant to showcase potential and iron out flaws, the Cleveland Browns head coach made a bold statement by starting Dillon Gabriel over Shedeur Sanders. At first glance, it may have seemed like a calculated risk, an experiment to test Gabriel's command against a strong defensive lineup. But as the game unfolded, the consequences of that choice became glaringly obvious, sparking questions not just about Gabriel's readiness, but about Stefanski's judgment as well. For Sanders, this wasn't just another game, it was another reminder that no matter how clearly he proves himself on the field, there are still those who underestimate his ability to lead at the highest level. From the opening whistle, Gabriel struggled to establish any rhythm. With the Browns' first-team defense protecting him, he had every opportunity to make something happen, yet his performance was defined by hesitation and missed opportunities. Conservative short passes replaced daring attempts to stretch the field, and the offense stalled under his command. The moment he lost that first layer of protection, the cracks widened. Gabriel began fumbling, turning the ball over, and unraveling in the face of pressure. What should have been a chance to seize momentum turned into a harsh reality check, and even Stefanski couldn't hide from the obvious. At his post-game press conference, he admitted that Gabriel's giveaways were back-breaking mistakes that shifted the game's momentum. It was a rare public acknowledgement of just how costly one player's shortcomings can be. Yet, Gabriel's struggles weren't limited to what happened between the sidelines. In his post-game interview, instead of accountability, he tried to mask the failures with subtle digs at Sanders. With a smirk, he divided players into entertainers and competitors, implying Sanders belonged to the former category. The irony was hard to miss. Here was Gabriel, who had just failed to put a single touchdown on the board, calling into question the competitive fire of a rookie already turning heads across the league. It was a cheap shot that exposed less about Sanders and more about Gabriel's insecurity. Because if anything has been made clear this preseason, it's that Shedeur Sanders is more than an entertainer. He's a competitor in every sense of the word. While Gabriel was unraveling, Sanders' poise and playmaking stood in stark contrast. His ability to connect with receivers like Floria and Levain on deeper throws consistently opened up the field, stretching defenses and creating opportunities that Gabriel never came close to producing. Emmanuel Acco, breaking down the film, called Sanders' performance perfect, highlighting how he threaded impossible passes with pinpoint accuracy. These weren't lucky throws, they were the kind of needle-threading completions most quarterbacks wouldn't even dare to attempt. And yet Sanders delivered them with confidence and precision. The difference between the two quarterbacks wasn't just in statistics, it was in style, mentality, and leadership. Sanders' consistency under pressure radiated through the team, while Gabriel's tentative style dragged the offense down. What made Sanders' performance even more compelling was the way he carried himself after the game. No cocky celebrations, no need to fire back at Gabriel's subtle insults. When asked about his role, he distilled it down to its essence: leading the team, staying consistent, and keeping level-headed no matter the ups and downs. His humility was evident, his maturity undeniable. Even Browns GM Andrew Berry couldn't hide his admiration, engaging Sanders in playful post-game banter that made clear just how much respect he had earned in such a short time. It was a moment that underscored the reality Stefanski's decision had masked. This was Sanders' team to lead. Everyone around him could see it. The turning point of the game came not from the offense but from the defense, when KJ Henry intercepted a pass and returned it 45 yards for a touchdown, propelling the Browns to a 22-13 victory over the Eagles. It was a reminder that sometimes the defense has to carry the weight when the offense falters. On the Eagles' side, Andrew Makuba shined with his own relentless energy, shutting down plays and sealing Gabriel's fate with a pick that exposed his weaknesses. But while these defensive highlights shaped the scoreboard, the real story of the game was about quarterbacks: one who rose above pressure and one who collapsed under it. Gabriel's insistence on framing Sanders as an entertainer revealed the deeper insecurity of a player who knows his own performance doesn't measure up. Because when the film is played back, the story tells itself. Sanders put points on the board. Sanders stretched the defense. Sanders led with composure. Gabriel did none of those things. And while Stefanski may have wanted to give his rookie more time to prove himself, he may have inadvertently sent the wrong message that hesitation and safe play are more valued than daring leadership and proven results. For Browns fans, that is a bitter pill to swallow. For Sanders, it's just another obstacle in a journey that has already been marked by resilience. As the dust settles on this preseason contest, the verdict feels undeniable. Shedeur Sanders has the skills, the leadership, and the humility to become a defining quarterback for this franchise. Dillon Gabriel still has a long way to go, not just in execution, but in understanding what true competition means. Stefanski's gamble may have been meant to spark growth, but instead it has sparked debate and, perhaps even a brewing quarterback controversy. Because when one player lets his performance do the talking, and another lets his words try to mask his failings, the choice of who truly belongs under center becomes crystal clear. What do you think? Was Kevin Stefanski right to bench Sanders in favor of Gabriel, or did that decision nearly cost the Browns the game? Should Gabriel spend less time taking shots at teammates and more time fixing his game? And when it comes to leadership, do you believe Sanders' humility is what truly sets him apart, or is it simply his unmatched talent? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more coverage, and join the discussion as this quarterback drama continues.